Hi guys, Nicole here with Mommy Tips by Cole. In today's video, I'm going to share my road trip essentials. We have always shared travel type of videos with you guys, whether it's traveling by air, traveling by car, and now that we have 4 children, it is more of, it's much easier if we take road trips now as opposed to flying and airfare for all 6 of us. Well, for now the baby would be free until she's just under 2. This video was generously sponsored by Pennzoil oil, and I am excited that I get to share what are our top road trip essentials. So at the end of this month we plan to be going to DC. It's about a 4 to 5 hour drive. So our car currently has over 150,000 miles. So I think before any road trip, regardless of how many miles your car has on it, I think it is top priority to get your car checked out, especially a oil change. So we chose to go to the Walmart Auto Care Center and get our oil changed there. There actually is a special rollback deal for $39.88 to $35.88 from now until September 28th. Specifically, we use the Pennzoil High mileage oil for our oil change because we have a high mileage vehicle. Being that we have a high mileage vehicle, I think it's really important to use the Pennzoil high mileage oil because it will only benefit our car, help it to run better, especially have a peace of mind during the road trip to and from home. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to take advantage of the deal that's going on right now, and also to see where there is a local Walmart Auto Care Center in your area. Also, in addition to that, I think it's really important to just have an overall check into your vehicle, checking out your tires and everything that I probably am not good at mentioning because my husband is the one that makes sure that our vehicle is 100% good to go before any road trip. Having plenty of activities and games for your kids. Nowadays, if you have your iPads or tablets, then that is something that will keep your kids very busy during the car ride. But with that, you definitely need to have your charging plugs, your charger. Depending on how long your road trip is, you might need to recharge all of the electronics. So I think it's important to have those charging ports that have something for you to plug 2 of them in if you have the traditional lighter ones, or if you have, I don't know, all vehicles are different. Ours doesn't have a USB plug or port, is whatever that it's called, but we use those car chargers, and I think it's great when you have one where you can plug in 2 USBs at the same time. Also, if you don't have enough plugs for everybody, there are a lot of us and we don't have enough ports in the car to charge everything, I think having these portable ones are great too. Just make sure they're all fully charged before you go. In the cooler that we bring, we always like to have ice in there with all the drinks that we'll need for the duration of the ride to the destination, along with, we always like to pack sandwiches, have some fruits on hand, maybe Jello to put in there with the ice, and then have a separate bag of snacks for the road trip. And then depending on where we're going, we can always purchase more snacks over there. Aside from your regular things to pack, clothing, bathing suits, beach toys, or whatever, I think the important things that sometimes get overlooked because you just never expect any kind of emergency to happen is to have a first aid kit on hand, as well as a medicine bag. I've shown this in multiple videos, whether we were flying by plane or car, but this is just a toiletry bag, a cosmetic bag that I actually converted into a medicine bag. While it doesn't have all of our medicines in there at the moment, I usually like to put everything I could possibly need. Thermometer, could also bring your nasal aspirator if the baby gets congested, Tylenol, cough medicine, their vitamins, your vitamins, everything you could possibly use. I even sometimes bring this, like the Debrox earwax kit, because if they go swimming, sometimes they start to complain about their ears. Just everything that you could possibly need, just in case so that you have it on hand, because it has happened to me many times going away where one or all of the kids or myself or my husband have fallen ill during the trip or while on the plane. I even always carry those, what do you even call them? I don't want to say vomit bags, but bring extra plastic bags if you don't have like a specific vomit bag, because anybody could get car sick at any time. You want to have that on hand, and you never know what can arise. Even if it's not car sickness, you just want to have those extra plastic bags on hand. I like to bring a stash of plastic bags, not only to use in case somebody doesn't feel good, but for garbage, because you're eating in the car and you're not always, you know, stopping every other second. So you want to have a bag on hand to throw out garbage, so that way when you do make your pit stop, you take that garbage and you dump it, and you don't have tons of trash piling up in your car. Another thing that I think is important is to bring either a couple blankets or a couple small pillows so that everybody is comfortable when and if they do fall asleep. Also, tying in with the garbage, you just never know when accidents happen in the vehicle, so I think it's important to always have paper towels and napkins on hand, maybe even those Lysol wipes, because you just never know when you need to clean up any spills. Definitely the hand wipes or baby wipes, the wet ones or baby wipes if you have baby wipes, because sometimes things get sticky and you need to wipe hands and you just don't want to stop and have to go to the restroom and wash hands. So having that on hand has saved us so much time in the past. Also, a box of tissues helps. We always bring a brand new box of tissues in the car, because sometimes that is forgotten and overlooked, and everybody always needs some tissues. Another thing I think that gets overlooked too when packing clothing and such for your family is bringing a huge plastic bag or two for your dirty clothes, especially if it's somewhere where you don't have access. Like when we go to my mother-in-law's, we can always use the washer dryer. When you're going to a hotel, you don't have that luxury to do so unless you want to pay for dry cleaning. And those laundry bags at the hotel don't cut it, especially for a family of 6. So I always bring a couple of those large bags to put our dirty clothes in, and then I end up transferring that dirty clothes into one of the bigger bags, and then whatever's left of the clothing in that bigger bag, I transfer it to a smaller bag. That way I have one big bag with all the dirty clothes that goes straight to the laundry room when we get home. Having shoes for the entire family that's easy to take on and off, especially for the kids and myself. I like to change my position often when I sit in the car for a lengthy period of time, which means sometimes I want to sit with my legs up. The kids, when they sleep, they want to take off their shoes, so having shoes that they have to constantly tie on and off is a pain when you are going to the rest areas. Who wants to deal with putting on all the kids' shoes and tying them when you can easily wear something that's, you know, on and off in a second? So whether they're flip-flops or just slip-on sneakers, Toms, or whatnot, that is a must when we go on a road trip, so that everybody is comfortable. Everybody needs to be comfortable, because the driver, which in our case is Daddy, needs to stay focused on the road and not have to deal with all the craziness and yelling. So my job in this sense, because I don't do the driving, is to make sure everybody is happy in the car and everything is accessible, and that I don't forget all of the essentials. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. It's a little bit different than the style of the other road trip videos that I've done. I will leave a link down below to my playlist of how we pack for driving road trips or for flying. This is more of an essentials for being in the car for lengthy periods of time, of things that sometimes we overlook but are super important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.